Colorado Springs has been one of the most adaptive and fastest growing cities in the nation year after year after year. And with this comes pros and cons. So today we wanted to discuss some of those items with you. So be sure to stay tuned for the entire video.
As you guys know, my name's Crystal, this is Sean, and we are your local real estate experts here in Colorado Springs and the surrounding areas. So we're gonna dive deep into some pros and cons, and fitting for our first one because we are in the crazy weather that we get in Colorado Springs. One of the pros, I think, and a lot of people may not quite understand that or realize that, but our winters are actually pretty mild compared to what some other states and some other cities, even in Colorado, can get. Our city is adapted to being able to make sure that the roads are clean for you, make sure that they're prepping everything ahead of time. They're pretty much on it, I think, for the most part. So when our weather comes, when we get the snow, we're pretty much ready for it to be completely gone off of everything.
Yeah, and especially if you're watching this from out of state, you'll probably see some crazy news headline like Colorado Springs gets 24 inches of snow in 12 hours. Does that happen? Yes.
Jesus.
But because of what Crystal talked about with the road preparation and us having all of the necessities to be able to make it as easy of a transition as possible, it's not like the snow is sitting on the roads for days and days and days and the city shuts down. Nope, we get the snow plows out, we get the ice melt out. The city is up and operational the very next day. You might have a 2-hour delay when it comes to your kiddos going to school, but for the most part, I would say that we're very strong at being able to get everything out of the road so that life can basically go on. Plus, it's more than likely that the very next day it's gonna be like sunny and 50 degrees, so the snow's rapidly melting anyways.
Right, which is a huge pro, I think, because you do get the 4 seasons, but when the winters come, it's not super crazy, and then life gets right back to normal. So you get to build your snowman, but then you also still get to drive and go shopping.
Exactly. Now, on the flip side of that, the con to the Colorado Springs weather, I would say, is that we can get hit with some crazy weather in the blink of an eye. If you wake up in the morning and you watch Channel 5 News, it could say today's gonna be sunny and 70. And by noon, sunny and 70 turns into a drastic hailstorm with rain and rain and rain. And then all of a sudden there's a tornado on the east side of town. And then 25 minutes later, it's sunny and 70 again. Like, the swings in this city are absolutely insane sometimes.
Well, and I would say too, definitely being a con, is that we do get hail.
Yes.
And it can do damage to your roofs. It could do damage to your windows. It could do damage to your cars, which is why you have a 1-car or 2-car garage, but make sure that your vehicle can actually fit into it. Unfortunately, Sean's truck cannot.
I was just about to say, I'm so terrified. So I don't know, maybe last year, maybe a little bit longer, I decided that I love Ram trucks, and I bought this Ram truck. It has a 6-inch lift on it, and it is 1 inch too tall to be able to fit into the garage. So every time
so tiny,
I can see gray clouds in spring or summer, I panic. I've only had this truck for, like I said, about a year, a little over a year. Thankfully, last year was pretty mild, but there was 1 or 2 times where I was like, we're totally fine. Like, it's not gonna hail. And then sure enough, I just look up, I hear it on the roof, and I'm running outside with blankets and whatever else I can find because I refuse to buy that stupid hail bubble.
Well, and I will say too, like, the hail comes like everywhere. It's not just in one particular area. It goes south, it goes north, it goes east, it goes west. So when we're talking about the weather and the pros and cons with Colorado Springs, I would say that a con is definitely the hail and the wind. The wind's crazy.
The wind can be crazy. So topic number 2, we had to bring it back to housing because, as you know, Crystal and I are your favorite real estate agents in the Colorado Springs area. So if you're looking to move here, be sure to get in touch with us. But what I wanted to touch on is how vast the housing is here in Colorado Springs. We have some amazing historic districts. We have some amazing established communities, but we are getting these newer communities as well. I would say especially over the last 5 years that really fit a lot of families' needs. If you're looking for communities that have rec centers, pools, trail systems, gyms, whatever it is that you're looking for, the community events, like these newer communities that we have are super stunning. And what's great about them is that they vary in price ranges, I would say the entry-level ones, if you're looking for like a small single-family home, you could find them in like the mid to high 300,000s, but some of these communities can go upwards of well over $1 million. So literally whatever you're looking for when it comes to these new communities around the Colorado Springs area, they're gonna have you covered.
And it's a huge pro. I mean, just a type of housing that's being built. So not only are the price points, you know, kind of all over the place and a wide range of everything, but then the home in itself, we went to the development where they have an ADU already attached to the garage of your single family home, to where it's like, I feel like builders are now, especially here in Colorado Springs, are really kind of starting to understand what the market's wanting and needing. And so they're getting more creative. Barndominiums, like those are coming to full life tiny homes. I mean, it's crazy at what is growing and how many builders and what type of housing is coming along. So huge pro for Colorado Springs.
And pro tip for anybody looking to buy in the Colorado Springs area, if you know about the new developments, which if you don't, just reach out to us, we'll tell you which ones they are, and you get in early into these communities, builders are only going to continue to build out the areas, and every time they add an additional build out, they're going to increase prices. It's not surprising with month over month, the same house that you just purchased is going to be $5,000 more, $10,000 more, $15,000 more. So if you get into these newer development communities in an early phase, you're going to build equity at an extremely rapid pace when you're looking at like an established community where homes have been there for 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 years, it doesn't matter. Those ones are just a little bit harder. Now the pros to those is that the area is built out, so what you have is what you get, but the new establishing communities have so much to offer, and I think that's super great, especially for families here in the Colorado Springs area.
Now we have to talk about a con, right? Can we just give you a pro?
Why can't they all be pros?
A con is that Colorado Springs is very known for, we're gonna build 1 million houses on a tiny little lot. And so builders want to be able to maximize the amount of profit that they get, right? Because let's face it, that's their one of the main goals, right? So they put you like right on top of each other, you guys, to where, do you have a huge lot? No. Can you maybe see like your neighbor while you're, getting breakfast ready? Probably.
It's crazy when we take the buyers to these newer communities, because obviously all the reasons that we just talked about. But usually when you're walking through these newer communities, there's a lot of them that don't have like blinds up on the windows just yet.
Right, because they're new.
So you'll walk into the bathroom and there's a window facing into somebody else's kitchen. And you're just like, well, that's kind of awkward. Or same thing with your bedroom. You walk into the bedroom and you're staring into your neighbor's bedroom. It's just like, now, obviously, can you make that private by just adding blinds and curtains and things? Yes, but especially when you're walking through a community where it's just kind of all open for everyone to see, that's a little bit strange. And then same with the backyards.
Yeah, I think that's huge, right? That's definitely a con, unless you're really just like looking for something that's completely low maintenance, which obviously you guys, it's an amazing investment. I love a lot of the new build communities that we have here, but talking about cons, like you get a smaller lot, you get a smaller backyard, you don't get established trees, you don't get an established community, right? When we're talking about new builds in the newer communities, you're stacked on top of each other, your fence line is pretty much on the house of your neighbor, and so that's a con.
Category number 3 has to be the Colorado Springs access to nature. It is, in my opinion, next to unbeatable. I mean, from the scenic views that you get every single day, we're just at a listing that we're gonna have coming to the market soon. I mean, it's backs up to a golf course and has unobstructed mountain views of Pikes Peak. It's absolutely stunning, gorgeous. And that's on the east side, like as far away from the mountains as you can get. It's actually just outside of Colorado Springs, and you still have the fantastic views. If you get into even some of these communities that we're building, they have trail systems, bikes, parks, all the things that you can need inside of the community. And then you have what really brings people to Colorado Springs, which is going to be the true nature, the true trails, mountain access. I mean, it is unbeatable in the Colorado Springs area when it comes to nature.
But fun. Is, and I don't like to be the Debbie Downer, you guys, you know me.
Maybe we should flip roles. I'm like, bro, she's like, boo.
But The con part of being so, like having so much nature, right, and being in Colorado Springs is our altitude. Our altitude is crazy. And so that is, while you're enjoying the beautiful outdoors, you're probably going to be short of breath. You're going to need to carry a water bottle. You should always drink a ton of water. Like Sean's amazing at it.
You should always drink a ton of water.
Sean is amazing at it, you guys. I've gotten a million times better, but you'll have to drink way more water than you ever have. And you have to kind of train your body when you first move here to Colorado Springs. If you're doing marathons and you're a professional athlete or semi-professional athlete, or you're super fit and you come here to Colorado Springs, you are still going to struggle because the altitude kicks your butt. So you have to train your body.
I would say my least favorite part about it, and trust me, I love to get outdoors, my skin gets so dry so fast.
Yeah.
And especially my lips. I'm like, I'll drink a ton of water, I'll put chapstick on, whatever sunscreen for my body. And I'm telling you, I can go outside into the nature however many times, 2, 3, 4 times, and all of a sudden I am just as dry as possibly can be. So always make sure that you are protecting your skin. Drink tons of water, because I would say that is the least favorite part about it. You'll adapt to the altitude.
You do.
But the dry skin, the dry climate, I mean, that's not something that your body ever really adapts to. You just get used to which products do you like to apply and how frequently do you need to apply them to maintain whatever skin, what is it called?
Skincare.
Whatever skincare routine you're on, because I'm not on a skincare routine. So our next topic is going to be the cost of living. And because, like I said, I don't want to always have the pros, I'm going to let Crystal take the pros on this.
I didn't even realize that that's really how we were going. But. So a pro, you guys, yay, is that our property taxes here in Colorado Springs are a lot lower than what some states are. You don't realize it until you start to go purchase a home, right? And your monthly payment is mixed in with several different charges, and one of those is going to be property taxes. And so when you finance your home, the bank wants to control paying those taxes, so it makes sure that they get paid, right? And that amount is assessed through the county, and that happens every few years. You can dispute it if it's too crazy. So if you're listening to this and you live in Colorado and you need to dispute it, give us a call and we'll help you with that. But that's a whole other topic. But when you look at purchasing a home, your property taxes is something that you're going to want to make sure that you pay attention to, because that's going to change your payment, your monthly payment. But when you compare us to places like, I'll just compare it to Texas. Sorry, Texas, we love you guys, but their property taxes is like 3 times ours.
I would say arguably even more. And for people that are familiar with property taxes, I would say in Colorado Springs, you can find yours below $1,000. And if you wanted to get pretty crazy,
that's on the lower end, you guys. So like 35, like $350,000 is probably like $1,200 to $1,500.
I would say for the most part, if you're looking at a $500,000 home just for average cost of living in Colorado Springs, you're looking between $2,000 and $3,000 a year for your property taxes. If we're picking on Texas, because we are, but we love you, Texas, I would say $10,000 pretty comfortably on an annual basis, even upwards of that. I've seen $12,000, I've seen $20,000 in Texas, so Colorado Springs is much cheaper than the average.
Yeah, so I'll give you guys just a roughly, right? Because we didn't prepare a lot of stuff for this, but I just pulled up a house and it's for sale for $390,000, right? And if you take a look, the property taxes are going to be around $1,200, right? So now if we take something that's like, we'll say $760,000, right? Those taxes is $4,603.
That's pretty high.
So, but that's a $760,000 house. It's in 80922 or 80923.
Right.
So, but the other one was an 80923 too. So just to give you guys kind of an example, but if I pulled up, I'll just do it.
Well, we did it last year. Yeah, and what I know is that 500,000 here in Colorado Springs is going to be between 2 and 3,000. In Texas, it's going to be 10 to 12,000.
Fun fact, new builds, their property taxes are not going to be accurate because the taxes is only on the land at the point of when you purchase it. So this one is in Texas and it's 295,000. Oh, that one's cute. The monthly payment is 360. So what is that a year? Ridiculous amount.
I don't know what you're doing.
Sorry. The lovely app didn't tell me exactly what it was. So that one is $4,300. You guys, on less than a $300,000 home, it's $4,300 extra a year.
Versus our almost $800,000.
Yes. So
there you go.
There you
Property
go.
taxes. They're cheaper in Colorado Springs. You know it's not cheap here? Insurance. Wanna know why? Because we have hail. So the con of Colorado Springs. Oh, you know what else isn't cheap? Speaking of vehicles earlier, registering your vehicle. It's outrageous and you have to do it annually, and I absolutely hate it. So I want to find this little plot of land in one of those states where you register one time for the life of your vehicle and get a PO box so that I can stop paying this outrageous amount of money. So yes, property taxes, Colorado Springs, pro, insurance, and car registration, huge con.
All right, you guys, now a pro is our communities that we have here in Colorado Springs. You can really not go into a community that does not have different amenities. They'll host events, they'll host different type of community things. They do concerts, they do food trucks. And the feel of actually being in a community is something that is a huge, huge pro for here in Colorado Springs.
Yeah, when we bring people to the Colorado Springs area, it's not very surprising when we're driving through the community. We pull up to the house that they want to look at and we're like, oh yeah, by the way, that huge block party that was happening right there, that's just a regular occurrence. It happens every Friday. This is what they do during the spring. This is what they do during the summer. And again, for families, that's huge because
a lot of it's free too.
A lot of it's free. More times than not, it's going to be free. And if it's not, then we can just plug you into the Facebook community pages. You can click on the events tab and there will be a dozen other ones that are free. But yeah, whether it's in the communities or at the local restaurants, wherever it is, there's always something going on here. Hard to do the outdoor stuff, although we do manage to do it pretty successfully in the spring and summer. Back to our crazy weather that happens all the time. You plan for sunny and 75 and then the rainstorm kind of sends everybody home and then 10 minutes later it's sunny again. But yeah, the community events here in Colorado Springs are amazing.
Yep, I agree. And it's one of my favorite things.
All right, now this one I will not necessarily say is a con, but we are going to put it on the cons list when it comes to the communities. And we're going to be even worse to you guys and make you do a little bit of research because we can't dive too much into this. But when it comes to schools and school districts, as we have raised 2 kiddos in the Colorado Springs area, you will hear gravitating things when it comes to district, I'm just gonna say 1, 2, and 3. Regardless of what school district you are getting your kiddos into, you are going to hear polarizing comments, good and bad, about that school. So if there is something that is extremely important to you, your family, your kiddos, I would strongly suggest doing research on the school district and the specific school that you are going to be putting them into.
And even, sorry.
Go ahead.
Don't mean to cut you off, but I kind of mean to cut you off.
She did.
But with that said, because we can't really dive into like, oh, what's a great school, what's a bad school, right? Because what you're good and what my good, and even Sean and I is good, is completely different, right? But what we can do is we can point you into resources that will help you. And I think it's so important because your needs for your children and kind of what's important to you with your children is going to be different. And I mean, there are so many amazing, amazing school districts, but a con is that it, depending on kind of where you're at and also what you need and what your children need, is going to kind of vary and depend on all of that, depend on the location, depend on what your needs are and what your kiddos need.
Yeah, and if, for example, you really want your kids to do, or if they are very interested in competing in whatever sport competitively, you probably want to do a little bit of research to see if the school that you're getting into is going to be at their level, below their level, or above their level. Because it would be heartbreaking for you to enroll your kiddos in a school and football is their #1 priority, and come to find out they have a terrible record or a 3A school or whatever, like you can get into a great school for that, but you could also accidentally put them into a school that doesn't have a very great program. Same with music, same with track, same with on the scholarship side of stuff. Like there's lots of stuff to do when it comes to research for the school districts.
A pro to our school districts, I think too, is that we have so many different schools and they really do have specialties in so many different areas. Like I know that we have several schools that are very geared towards special needs. We have schools that, kiddos that have really bad or that have really high sensory issues or ADHD or ADD, like all of this stuff. There's a specialty type of school that will really, really help your kids. That's where we say, you guys, it's not that we want to gatekeep anything from you, but it truly does depend on what you and your family need of what is going to be good. And we're here to help kind of guide you and give you those resources. So if you do need to know where to kind of go and what to do, comment below or send us a DM or a text.
Number 6 on our list is going to be the Colorado Springs economy. And one of the greatest things about the economy and that keeps us very stable here is our military presence. We have so many bases and so many branches and people that are constantly coming and going, and all of that revenue coming in and going out is what keeps us a lot more stable than communities without military presence. In addition to that, if you are in, whether it's military, civilian side, or active, if you're in healthcare, if you are in tech, there's going to be a ton of jobs in the Colorado Springs area for you that you're going to be able to thrive in.
Now, with that said, some of the cons, right, with that is that we are high military, so there are a lot of military positions. There's a lot of contract work. There is a lot of corporations and those bigger tech things or careers. And so when looking for like a wide, I would still say that ours is pretty large, but like if you're really looking for a huge, diverse economy when it comes to jobs and corporations and stuff like that, we have a good selection, but it's not going to be as big as some of the other states because we are high military, right? So that does attract a certain type of clientele, and that does, like, it is a huge population of here in Colorado Springs.
Yeah, and I would just really suggest doing your research, which you probably have already at this point. But for example, one of my really good friends actually moved out of Colorado Springs to Austin, Texas, because he got this amazing job opportunity with Amazon. We have Amazon here, but that corporate position that he was able to get himself into isn't allowed to be here. It's not a remote position, so he actually had to uproot and take his entire family to Austin because of that reason. He couldn't come here and keep that same position even though we have Amazon facilities here. So if you're with a big corporation or you're outside of the medical field, outside of the military, civilian side or not, I would just suggest doing a little bit of research to see if your company or a similar company is going to be able to transfer you here and that you do have scalability when it comes to your career.
Now, another pro for living here in Colorado Springs is location, right? So you are so close to major highways to kind of get you to and from wherever you want to go. If you want to do a quick weekend trip to the mountains, a few hours away, jump on I-25, you're there, right? If you want to go down to the Pueblo Reservoir and you want to go swim for a day, you hop on I-25 and you get there within like an hour and 20 minutes, right? So the location of Colorado Springs in itself is so prime that you can really get anywhere for those longer trips. But then even within Colorado Springs, to get anywhere in town or on the outskirts of town, it's 30 to 32 minutes, pretty much everywhere.
And we have grown so much over the past few years. We got the amphitheater last year, which is a huge venue. The food scene has come up quite a bit. The entertainment is here. But if you're looking for something better, for lack of better words, Denver is not too far away. One of the gripes that we have in Colorado Springs is going to be like our nightlife. We have a few clubs. It's really about a half a block. So if you're looking for like a fun night out on the town where you can go hanging out with your friends, bar hopping, dancing, whatever it is, rooftops, things like that, Denver is going to have a way better scene for you, and it's not that far of a drive away. So I agree that the location here is prime, and that there's plenty of to do in Colorado Springs, and there's just so much to do that is a short drive away. One of our favorites is Blackhawk. We haven't talked about that in a while.
We haven't. It is one of our favorites, and it's super quick, and you can go there just for a day. We normally like to stay at least a night just because it's a beautiful area, but super quick, right?
Yeah, but what I will say that is a continued frustration, and maybe just because I've been driving over there more often, but one of the cons to Colorado Springs is I understand that we have growth, but we need to repair these roads at a faster rate.
Oh my gosh.
Academy is a major north-south road in Colorado Springs that has been under construction since literally since I got my license, which was it was a very long time ago. That's all you need to know.
Here.
But every time I drive down Academy, one lane's closed, another lane's closed, then they're shifting stuff over. And even when you drive down the road, it is just pothole after pothole after pothole. In addition to that, just because we are growing, traffic is getting a little bit worse than it has been. I still would say we're nothing compared to like a Denver or like a major city, but the congestion is getting worse. But because they are doing so much expansion of the roads, that is where I would say that the biggest frustration is coming in, because the lanes are constantly shifting, the traffic is constantly trying to figure out where it's supposed to go. So I would just say that that's my major gripe.
Well, and I will say, you guys, that Colorado, well, really Colorado in general, but Colorado Springs, our potholes in our roads are stupid.
Especially when Crystal is driving, out of control. I don't know why. I don't know why it takes our city so long to repair those stupid things. Sometimes they just pop out of the middle of nowhere, you guys, and you just run into them. But I will say that is an annoying thing, and it's definitely a con for Colorado Springs. Now that you brought that up, what is also irritating, you guys know I go to Lifetime. It's right off of Powers and Briar Gates. There was this magical pothole that popped up all of a sudden in the right lane right before you exit. They patched it, but it's almost just as bad driving over the patch as it was when it was just this giant pothole. I'm like, did you guys not fill the actual hole? Like, what's going on here? Because it is patched, but you feel it every single time you drive.
So that's definitely a con.
Number 8 on our list. Did you know that Colorado Springs is one of the healthiest cities in all of America? It is fantastic. So if you are looking, whether it's indoor lifestyle or outdoor lifestyle, if you are a fitness enthusiast, if health is important to you, you are really going to appreciate the Colorado Springs community, because there is always something to do, and there are like-minded people, which makes it really easy to get along with people, build relationships. The military makes that hard because sometimes that is a part of the community and they're coming and going all the time. So those friendships can be for a short period of time, at least here locally. But you can join so many different groups for teeners, local hikes, local bikes, local trails, even gym communities, CrossFit communities are huge in the Colorado Springs.
Yeah, and one thing that I love is that when we talk about like just being like a healthier lifestyle here in Colorado Springs, you don't have to be a gym fanatic like Sean and go lift heavy weights and run. You can go to yoga, you can go to Pilates, you can do walking groups. There's so many different clubs, private studios, that you can find something to kind of keep your healthy lifestyle up. Whether it's indoors, outdoors, a club, solo, there is something for you no matter what you're doing.
And just because that's the major focus doesn't mean that people don't like to go out and have fun afterwards. So it is not surprising when people get together on a Friday evening, they go do their workout together, and then they go get pizza and beer after. So it's fun, it's fit, but you can still have tons of fun after.
Agreed. Now, part of, I think we kind of already dabbled into it a little bit just because it's hard not to, but part of the lifestyle and con to it is you're gonna get headaches, right? You're gonna get altitude headaches. Your skin, like Sean said, is gonna probably be a lot drier than what you're used to, especially because you're probably gonna be working out or doing some form of exercise. You're gonna have to drink 10 times more fluids than you normally would. just because of Colorado Springs.
And a pro and a con of this same exact topic is the seasonality of Colorado Springs. So because we have 4 different seasons, there's going to be a period of time where you can run and bike outside. Then there's going to be a period of time where you're going to want to go to the mountains to do your skiing and your snowboarding. And with all of these seasons come extra expenses because you're going to want all the different toys to do all the different things. So just be prepared that yes, it's a great pro that we do have all of the different seasons to be able to do all of the different things, but you're probably going to invest a little bit of money and then you're going to find out that you like one thing way more than another thing. So check Facebook Marketplace for great used equipment because you will probably be able to find some and then resell it if you decide that that is not your lifestyle, whether it's hiking or skiing or whatever it ends up being. Number 9 on our list, we're almost there. We have to isolate the city growth a little bit. We dabbled in this just a few minutes ago, but I do think that there is a ton of pros that have come with the growth. One of my favorite things is actually going to be the restaurants. What's the one that just opened up on the north side by Atmosphere? It's their second location.
Oh, Prime 25.
Prime 25, and then there was this other one too, Roth's Seafood and Steak, which we haven't gone to just yet. But this is supposed to be like the restaurants of all restaurants in Colorado Springs. So it's exciting that we're getting those places, but I'm also excited about even little places like Dave's Hot Chicken. I eat chicken every single day pretty much. So even the little places, even if they are like a corporate style, I'm excited to see that Colorado Springs is bringing a little bit more variety, because before it was like the same stuff everywhere you went in Colorado Springs, no matter what. So I love that we are expanding, especially when it comes to food.
Yeah, and I mean, like the entertainment, you kind of dabbled in it with the new amphitheater. It is, you guys, we've seen several concerts there now, and it's so nice to, and they're big names. Now that, last year was kind of more smaller names, but now, I mean, I just went and saw Miranda Lambert, and those tickets at Red Rock or at a bigger venue in Denver are way more expensive. But then also you have to drive all the way there and then drive all the way back home after you're exhausted from, screaming your little heart out and singing. But it's so nice to have like bigger things here, like the amphitheater, because you get to have like, we're that small city, right? But yeah, big city feel when it comes to like certain things that we're starting now to get, which is awesome.
Yeah, and especially when it comes to even things like breweries, or what are the other words called? Breweries and
distilleries?
Distilleries is the word I was looking for. It's super cool to be able to go there because, again, if you become a regular, you're going there once a week, once every other week, once a month, whatever, you're going to find like-minded people, and there's always community events going on at those local spots. So those are pretty cool. And then even when it comes to places like movie theaters, I love this place that we have in town called Roadhouse Cinema.
It's really cool.
You can go there. There's like an arcade attached to it where you can go do skee ball, you can do air hockey, you can do the basketballs, all the different arcade games. You have a full restaurant, there's a bar there, and then you can watch some movies too. So it's a little bit more unique than just going to the movie theater, getting your popcorn.
Yeah, they have heated seats, you guys, heated seats, and they recline. So you no longer have to sneak in your blankie, and you can
Literally has a blanket right now.
I love my blankets, you guys. I like to be warm. But they also, at that theater, you could order food like in the movie theater, and you could order cocktails in the movie theater too. So it kind of just changes the whole movie scene. I used to go to the movies a lot when I was a lot younger, but it was very, very different, right? The seats were horrible. The popcorn was stale and gross. But now it's kind of like a luxury, but they're super reasonable prices for everything. So I do like that. There's really something to do for anybody and anybody.
Now, with growth comes downsides, and one of the downsides to this is, in my opinion, and probably more relatable to Crystal than it is to me, but when you are in these new build communities, which are super popular, you've heard us talk about them before, it is a constant construction zone. Mm-hmm. So not only are you going to deal with the noise and the construction traffic, but you're also going to deal with things like nails all over the road. So if you live in one of these new communities, I would strongly advise you to get warranties for your tires and things like that.
Hey, I haven't had a flat tire in a really long time.
When you're driving through these communities, that's just a part of what's going to happen. You're going to have to deal with all the things that come with a construction zone, essentially. So just be prepared for that.
All right, you guys, you have stuck with us almost to the end. And so now we're going to give you the 10th pros and cons about living here in Colorado Springs.
After you hit subscribe, because you made it this far.
Do that now, right now. One of the things that I love, and I know so many people, is the small business entrepreneurship opportunities here in Colorado Springs. The community for our small businesses is huge, you guys, huge. And if you are looking to start up a company, if you make and create things at home and you want to sell it, you want to go to farmers markets, you want to go to different craft fairs, we're really big with supporting our small businesses so we can plug you into that right away. But the opportunity for small businesses is huge here in Colorado Springs.
And I think that that's part of what makes the community events and such so strong, because it's not like you're going to a community event and there's corporate chains handing out 10% discount coupons. Whatever you're looking, like even this fancy tumbler that I had made. Funny enough, I had it made by one of my neighbors because I met them at an event and I was like, oh, I actually need some stuff branded. So that's super cool. So now I have a connect for anything that I need engraved. Clothing, food,
candles, body products, like
you name it. Like all these community events that you're going to in the Colorado Springs area, you're going to meet people that do all different kinds of things. So I agree that that is a huge plus. The small business scene in Colorado Springs is great, especially because like we talked about earlier with the corporate struggles, you could build a business here and thrive up for it.
Yeah. And I mean, it feels so good to shop something small business and know that the money that you are purchasing, or the product that you are purchasing, is going to a family, is going to someone who has poured their heart and soul into something versus a huge corporation. And I'm not just talking, I mean, look, I kind of said like craft fairs and farmers markets and stuff like that. I'm not just talking on that aspect either. Well, restaurants, CPAs, plumbers, I mean, with our real estate business, we try to plug into small businesses for all of our vendors, handyman, photographers, videographers. I'm a big person on, we only have one life to live, and so you should truly do something that you absolutely love doing. And that's one big reason why Sean and I are in real estate, right? If you have a passion, you should be doing that. You should be doing that for your career if you can. Here in Colorado Springs, you have the opportunity to start a business or to carry out a business and grow.
Now, the last downside to Colorado Springs is you have to have a car to commute the city. It's just the reality. And our public transportation here isn't very good. We have buses, Uber is now a thing, and obviously Uber is pretty popular. But I would strongly advise that if you have kiddos to take to school and a job to go to, that you have to have a car to commute the city, because the reality is that even downtown, I would say if you live in downtown, you eat downtown, you work downtown, and your kiddos,
you could get by.
Could you get by walking? Yeah. Do you want to walk in the winter? Let's talk about that.
Nope.
Because while there isn't a ton of snow on the streets, and I mean, there's some on the sidewalks, black ice is a real thing. You don't want to fall and bust your butt. I mean, that's just not reality. Or walk in the cold. Who wants to do that? So yeah, I would say that public transportation here is very limited. You should probably have a car if you're looking to commute around the Colorado Springs area.
100% agree. And it's crazy because obviously, like, Sean and I are born and raised here, you kind of just get used to it, right? Sometimes I don't realize the big difference between us and a lot of places. That's one of the reasons why we travel a lot, so that way we get to know different things about the different areas. That's also why we like when you guys comment below or DM us and tell us kind of like something unique about where you're living right now. But even when we went to Miami for a work conference, there's buses everywhere, you guys, and it takes you like wherever you need to go. People are walking. I mean, it's absolutely stunning there, right? So it's hard not to walk, but I mean, everybody was just kind of like walking to wherever they needed to go.
I didn't realize how important walkability was to me until we went to Miami. And I told Crystal, I was like, if we ever leave this area, I want to go to a place where I can walk to the gym, to the grocery store, to work. Not that I would be showing houses walking to work. That would be...
We were also like where we were at in Miami was kind of like a downtown area to where it's not like it was in a community.
Right.
But
clubs, there was everything.
it makes you realize though, like that is something that Colorado Springs does not have. We don't have a huge transit. I mean, even in like Denver, there's buses and shuttles and I was gonna say planes. There are planes, but they're not gonna take you to and from little areas. But they have,
I want to say Segway, but I don't think that's correct. I don't know what you're talking about.
but it's kind of like a subway type, like thing, whatever.
A rail station? Even if not, they have like stuff too.
Right, yeah, it's very, very big there, whereas Colorado Springs, not so much.
You know who else's property taxes are out of control? Miami. That just came to mind.
That is true. All right, you guys. Well, we know that we took a little bit of your time today. We hope that you enjoyed our show. As always, it's Crystal and Sean, your local real estate agents here in Colorado Springs. And if you or you know of anybody that is looking to move to Colorado Springs and you have questions, we would love to be able to help you. Send us a DM, send us a text, call us, email.
Click the link in the comment below to book a call. We would love to chat with you guys.
And until next time, we'll see you then.
Bye.